Hello everyone, welcome to the next lecture of MKT-357, that is product promotion methods. In the previous video of the theory syllabus, we have discussed about the concept of product promotion. Okay, so in today's video, we are going to discuss the further element that is most important in the product promotion, that is the market communication. This is the lecture number 3. So let's start. What is the marketing communication mix, or what is the market communication? Okay, here the exchange of a market information by marketer or any company to the consumer. Okay, here in the market communication, the exchange of market information by the marketer or a company to the consumers through various communication channels and compiling message about the organization and its various products. Okay, so in this particular, what does it mean? It means that the market information or the any product information that is going to communicate by any company or any marketer with the consumers with a proper channel, with the help of any communication channel. Okay, so this is the market communication, or in other words we can say the market communication is a set of all marketing tools used by the retailers or the sales managers to communicate about the product features, concepts and quality to potential markets for increasing the sale. Okay, here the motto or the objectives of the market communication is that to increase the sale as well as to aware about the product, to aware the customers about the product features and the quality. Okay, so coordinate promotional messages delivered through one or more channels such as print media, then radio, television, mail and personal sellings. Okay, so these are the some we can say the channels for the communication in the marketing. Okay, so it means firm attempt to inform and remind consumers directly or indirectly about the products and brands that they sell. Okay, here the attempt is made to inform or remind to the customers directly or indirectly about the different products that are sold by any particular seller or any company. Okay, then marketing communication is the promotion part of the marketing mix. Okay, so this marketing communication is comes under the promotion part of any company or a marketing mix. Okay, so next point, it is about the importance of market communication. Why market communication is important? Okay, so through the market communication we can create the brand awareness among the consumers or among the individuals of our community. Okay, so then another one is the expressing competitive advantage of your product. Whatever the product of any particular company, they have to express its competitive advantage of that their product with the consumers. Okay, then attracting talents. Here this is another important of market communication, that is the attracting talents. What is the we can say the important feature of your product that is going to attract the consumers towards your product. Okay, then informing investment communicating. Okay, so here how we are going to invest, or how any company going to invest in the communication or the market communication. is one of the part of the importance of market communication. And last one is the forecasting goodwills, means the to communicate with the consumers effectively. Okay, so these are the importance of market communication. Communicates with the consumer effectively. So there is a creation of bond between the bond, means the we can say the relationship bond or the attachment, we can say in the simple word we can say the attachment with the company product and the consumers. Okay, so these are the importance of market communications. Then here are some elements of the communication mix, or we can say the marketing communication mix. Okay, in this marketing communication mix there are different 6 elements. First one is the advertising, then public relations, then direct marketing or the database marketing, then sales promotion or sponsorships or exhibits, then personal selling, and last one the websites. These are the 6 different elements of the market communication. So let's see one by one. First one is the advertising. Advertising, it means the with the help of this advertising, any company or any seller can create the awareness of their product in the customers. Okay, so any paid form of personal and non-personal presentation and promotion of the product features in front of consumers for increasing sale, it's called as a advertising. So here for advertising we are the company or any sellers going to pay some amount. Okay, so with the help of this advertisement they are communicating with the consumers or the customers. Okay, so in that particular process they are talking about the product's features. Okay, so here the awareness can be made among the consumers, and through which the sale of their product is increased. Okay, it is promotion of ideas, goods or services by the identical sponsors. Okay, so here sponsor is important. So with the help of sponsor, the promotion of their ideas, goods and services can be done in the advertisement. Okay, there are 4 characteristics in that. First one is the persuasive. Okay, so second one is the paid by identified sponsor. Fourth one is the disseminated through mass channels of communication, and fourth one is the non-personal. Okay, so this advertisement is a persuasive, means it creates awareness, or it creates we can say the provide the information about any products to the consumer and create a we can say the public relationships. Okay, so then another one characteristic is paid by identified sponsors. These advertisements are paid by any identified sponsors. Okay, so for the advertisement the sponsors are important, and which are the identified sponsors? They are ready to invest in the advertisement of your products. Okay, then disseminated through mass channels of communications, and these advertisements are going to distribute or going to communicate through the effective mass channels of the communication. And non-personal, this advertisement process is a non-personal. Okay, here we are focusing the mass population. Okay, so sorry, mass population. Okay, no any individual is targeted there. Okay, number of individuals are targeted, that's why this advertisement is non-personal. Okay, so this advertising may promote the adoption of goods, service, persons or ideas. As compared to the personal selling, it's viewed much cheaper way of reaching consumers. Okay, in the process of personal selling, the face-to-face contact and door-to-door selling is there. So there is a we can say the cost of communication is higher as compared to the advertising. In the case of advertising, this is the cheaper way to reach to the consumers. Okay, it affects our best measure in terms of increasing awareness and changing attitudes. Okay, so effect of advertising we can measure with the increasing awareness of your product and the changing attitude towards your product. Okay, so with the help of these two factors we can easily measure the effect of advertising. Okay, then next element is the public relationship. Okay, this is another one important we can say the element of the market communication, in which here the management function which identifies, establish and maintain mutually beneficial relationship between organizations and public upon which success or failure depends. Okay, here the public relationship, that means the relationship between the any company or any seller and the consumers. Okay, so this relationship, if it identifies very well, established and maintained mutually, then it results into the success of your any company or your any seller. Okay, so consider multiple audience. In this context, we have to consider the multiple audience like consumers, employees, suppliers, vendors, etc. Okay, then use two-way communication to monitor feedbacks and adjust both its messages and the organization's actions to get the maximum benefits. Here the two-way communication is most important. That means whatever the company side and what is the consumer side. So company has to collect the feedbacks from the consumers. So according to that they can make changes in their products. Okay, so through which they can get the maximum benefits. Okay, so this is the public relationship. Then next one is the direct marketing. This direct marketing, this element is, or we can say this is the oldest form of marketing. Okay, it is the process, the direct marketing, it is the process of communicating directly with the target customers. What are your target customers? You have to communicate with them individually in the direct marketing. Okay, to encourage a response by telephone, mail, electronic means or the personal visits. The means of the communication in this process or direct marketing, it may be a telephone conversation, it may be a mail conversation or any other electronic means, or the individual visit, or we can say the personal visit includes under the direct marketing. Okay, so users of the direct marketing includes retailers, wholesalers, manufacturers and service providers. These all individuals or these all persons, they utilize this direct marketing. Okay, so they use variety of methods including direct mail, telephonic marketing, telemarketing, direct response advertising, online computer shopping services, then cable shopping networks, etc. These all medias or these all methods they are using for the direct marketing. Okay, so another one important element for the market communication is direct selling or personal selling. Okay, here under this direct selling or personal selling, it includes all person to person contact. Okay, so in this method you have to contact with persons individually. Okay, or any the company's salesmen are going to interact with the consumers directly. Okay, so with customers with the purpose of introducing the product to the consumer or convincing him or her of the product value and closing the sale. Okay, so here the any salesman of any particular company going to the door of the customers and sell their product, or we can say the convince them to buy their product, or we can say the convince them about the advantages or the basic features of their products. Okay, next one is the sales promotion. Sales promotion, it is the marketing process which highlights the main objectives of the products for boosting sales. Okay, so sales promotion is important or the main point of the product where we are going to highlight the features of that particular product through which we can boost the sale. Okay, it is a direct inducement that offer extra incentives to enhance or accelerate the product movement from producer to consumer. Through the sales promotion, main target is to increase the sale. Okay, then it is directed at the consumer or trade. The sales promotion is directed towards the consumer or any customer. Okay, consumer promotion such as coupons, sampling, premiums, price packages, which includes the quantity with low cost. Low cost financing deals encourage repurchase, etc. Okay, so here in the sales promotion, the any distributor or any we can say the seller, they are going to use such promotion skills like they are providing coupons. Okay, they are providing samples, free samples for the demonstration purpose, we can say, or premiums or the price packages, which includes the number of we can say the products, okay, with a low cost. Okay, or the low costing financing deals to the any retailers, so they can repurchase the product. Okay, this is the sales promotion. The next one is the sponsorship. Sponsorship or any event marketing combining advertising and sales promotion we do with the public relations. Okay, here in the sponsorship element, the advertising and sales promotion, these both ideas are utilized combinedly. So sponsorship increase awareness of a company or a product, build loyalty with a specific target audience, helps to differentiate product from its competitors, and provide merchandising opportunities and impact on the bottom line. So with the help of sponsorship, we can increase the awareness of any company or a product, then build a loyalty with a specific targeted audience, and help to differentiate the product of any company with the other competitors. Okay, and build long-term associations. With the help of sponsorship, we can build a long-term associations. Okay, then another one element is that is exhibits, where we are going to we can say the organize any exhibition through which we can introduce your product with the targeted audience. Okay, exhibits or trade shows, the another word is to trade shows. Okay, are hybrid forms of promotion between business to business advertising or the personal selling. Okay, these trade shows provides opportunity for face-to-face contacts with the prospects, where the company and consumers, they get opportunity to communicate face-to-face, then enable new companies to create a viable customer base in short period of time. These exhibits are very important for the we can say the new companies, okay, to create the awareness of their product or the to create the customer base. Okay, many trade shows generate a media attention. These trade shows, or we can say the exhibitions, they generate the media attention. They have also become popular venue for introducing new products. So such type of exhibitions any company, they can introduce their new products in such exhibitions. So they can the consumers can easily aware about that new product. Okay, so this is about exhibition. These are some elements of market communication. Then next one is the actual marketing communication process, how it happens or how it is going to process. Let's see. Here first point is the sender. Through sender, the message is transferred to receiver. Okay, sender, then encoding, message, decoding, receiver. This is the process of market communication. Then again, a receiver gives a response, then response is converted into the feedback, and feedback is going to the senders. Okay, so sender is the any company. Okay, let's see one by one. In this diagram, just you have to focus what are the different elements in this communication process. First one is the sender, then encoding, message, decoding, receiver, then receiver again gives response, response converted into the feedback, and feedback is again received by the sender. Okay, so let's see one by one. First one is the sender. Who is the sender? Sender is any party or person who is sending the message to other party or a person. We can call it as a sender. Okay, so here the person who is sending message means the advertisement or the creating the awareness of your product. Okay, so this message is going to received by the consumers or the farmers. Okay, so sender, here sender means the any company or any seller are the sender. Okay, so sender must know what consumer wants, their performance, and also feedback from the customers is important. Okay, he is a person who wants to send a deliver message up to a receiver or a sender. He is the person who wants to send a deliver message up to the receiver. And the example is the advertising company. Any advertising company, they are the sender of the any advertisement. Okay, so next one is the encoding. What is the encoding? It is the process of converging of thoughts into the meaningful symbols is called as encoding. Here the any sender tries to communicate his message through the symbols, different symbols. Okay, this process is called as encoding. Okay, and the message, the group of symbol transmitted by the senders is called as message. As the sender is trying to send any message, at that in the process there is he is going to encode that message. Okay, and where the number of symbols are utilized, and that the set of or the group of the symbols which are used to transfer any information, it is called as message. This can be idea or any concept or the new innovation information. Okay, this is the message. Then another one element in the economic communication process, that is media, that is important one, through which the sender can send the message to the receiver. Okay, the channel of communication through which transfers the message from sender to the receiver is called as media, and the examples are print media, then audio video, that means the radio or the televisions, then leaflets. These are the different medias which are utilized in the communication process. Then decoding. As we have discussed about the encoding, in the process of encoding, the sender tries to communicate the information or any we can say the features of the product with the receiver. Okay, so here in the process of decoding, the conversion of symbol into the meaning by the receiver is called as decoding. Whatever the message he received from the sender, that message he tries to convert into the we can say the his language. So This process is called as decoding. Okay, and last one element is the receiver. So receiver, the sent message received by another person or party is called as receiver. He is the person who receives message from the sender, and the examples are in the case of agriculture marketing, the consumers, or we can say directly the farmers are the receivers. Okay, then next element, that is the response given by the receivers. Okay, so the reaction shown by the receiver before the message is called as response, either positive or negative. This response may be either positive or negative, or either consumer prefer that product or not. This is the response. Then what is the feedback? The portion of the response of the receiver that is sent back to the sender is called as feedback. Whatever the response given by the receiver, out of that, or we can say the portion of that response of a receiver that is sent back to the sender is called as feedback. Okay, then another one element is there, that is noise, the unplanned distortion. Okay, there is any unplanned distortion in the communication process, or the we can say the transferring communication process, that is in unplanned distortion during the process of communication, due to which receiver understand the wrong meaning of the original message is called as noise. If the receiver getting wrong message or the wrong meaning of the message whatever sent by the sender, then it is called as noise. So the effective message is that where the process of encoding is matched with the decoding of message. The what we can say or which message is the effective message? We can say that where the process of encoding is matched with the decoding. In this case, we can call it as an effective message. Okay, so these are the different elements, or the we can say the what we can say the process of the communication, market communication. Okay, so another point, next point in today's lecture, that is the steps in developing effective marketing communication. Okay, there are different steps in developing the effective market communication. That is, first one is the identify the target audience, then determine objectives, design communication, select channels, establish budget, decide on media mix, then measure results, and last one is the manage your integrated marketing communication, IMC. Okay, so let's see one by one. In the first step, that is the identifying the target audience. Okay, in this step, the potential buyers of the company's product or the current users decides or influence an individual group, particularly publics or the general public, is the main target, or the what are your target audience. We have to identify them. Okay, so through which we can communicate. If you first, if you identify your target audience or the target consumers, then we can reach towards them easily. Okay, then another one step is, second step is determining the objectives. Here the why we are going to communicate this message towards the consumer is important. So here category need, then brand awareness, brand attitude, brand purchase intention, these all are the objectives for the market communication. Okay, then designing the communications. In this you can say in this step, the first one is important is the message strategy. Message strategy means management search for appeals, themes or ideas that will tie in the brand positioning and helps establish points of the parties or points of different. Okay, this comes under message strategy. Then creative strategy, the way marketers translate their messages into the specific communications is the creative strategy. and last one is the message source. Okay, so here message delivered by attracting or popular sources can achieve higher intention and recall, which is why advertisers often use celebrities as a spokespeople. Okay, so message source is most important. Why the different advertising agencies use celebrities and use celebrities as a spokespeople. This is important one. Then next one is the selecting the channels. For the communication process, market communication process, the channel is very important. So means to carry the message become more difficult as the channels of the communication becomes more fragmented and clusters. So that's why we have to select the appropriate channel through which we can easily approach to our targeted audience. Okay, so this is important step. Then another one is the establishing the budget for the market communication. Okay, so many industries or companies, they are vary considerably in how much they spend on the marketing communication. Okay, how much the quantity or how much the amount they are going to we can say invest in the marketing communication. It's vary according to the industries. Okay, let's take an example where the expenditure might be 40% to 45% of sales in the cosmetic industries. Okay, in the cosmetic industries, there 40 to 45% sales value, or we can say the expenditure is incurred on the market communication, but only 5 to 10% in the industrial equipment industries. So here we can easily say that the establishment of budget is varying according to company to company. Okay, then deciding on the media mix. In this step, the companies must allocate the marketing communication budget over the 8 major modes of the communication, that is advertising, sales promotion, public relation and publicity, then events and experiences, direct marketing, in the interacting marketing world of mouth marketing and the sales forces. Okay, so here the company has to allocate the market communications budget over these 8 major we can say the modes of the communication. Okay, then another step is measuring the results. What is the results of your communication, market communication, that we have to measure. After implementing the communication plan, the company must measure its impact by asking members of the target audience whether they recognize or recall the message, or how many times they saw it, or what points they recall, and how they felt about the message, and what are their previous and current attitude towards the product and company. So through this we can measure the results of your marketing communication plan. Okay, and the last step, that is the managing integrated marketing communication, IMC. Okay, so whatever the planning process you have made for the marketing communication plan you have made for your product, so you have to implement in the planning processing design to assure that all brand contacts received by the consumers or the prospects for the product, service or the organizations are relevant to that person and consistent over a time. So whatever the different we can say we have to plan to market communications different plans, we have to create a different plans for the market communication, and here we have to implement these plans with the integrated marketing communication. Okay, so this is whole about the market communication, where we have to deliver, or we have to create awareness of your product among the consumers effectively. Okay, thank you.